where I had some friends, and I went there during Ramadan, and it was a very wonderful experience to go around and visit all the famous mosques in Istanbul and Ankara and other towns and villages there, and I was amazed at how welcoming the people were. This very much impressed me. When I went back to the States, I decided that I'm going to do what I can to try to get back and see if I can do this. Maybe make the transformation that my friend suggested it to me. But I didn't, I was ready, but not, I wanted to know more. So finally, you know, when you get back into the States, it's 3 years later, you get caught back up in the rat race of being in America and all of that, so I was delayed. But finally, I got myself together and I said, this time I'm going to make a break. I'm going to take a job, and I'm going to go to Saudi Arabia, and there I'm going to take a job. I'm going to go to get a chance to go to Mecca. I'm going to really find out about Islam, and then I will make that choice whether I will join up with Islam and live my life as a Muslim or not. So I came here, got rid of everything I owned in America, and just came here. And I'm glad that I did. I met some, just walking around, I didn't even know anybody. I just walking around and met one of the brothers you might know, Jamal. Just walking around, he said, you look like you could be an American. Here I am, I'm wearing a fedora with an NBA basketball shirt. And he said, you have to be an American. So we talked, and we met another time or two after that, and I mentioned to him that I was interested in Islam, and he told me that he was, of course, Muslim. And so when he introduced me to some more brothers, and I finally made my decision after thinking about it and getting all the information I could. I made the choice and became a brother in Islam, and I'm very glad that I did. As far as after joining, it's been wonderful. This has been a bittersweet kind of a journey or adventure, because it's very hard living here in Saudi Arabia, but everything was made a lot easier by my connections with my Islamic brothers, and they helped me out with places, and before I had a car, they were shuttling me around to this place and that place, and helping me out, and that meant a whole lot to me. So that I just, I want to spend the rest of my life trying to do what I can for Islam. Whatever I have or whatever I can do, I want to do something for Islam and try to bring as many people in as I can, so they can have a little bit of the joy that I've had just in this short time. That's all I have.
No, I just want to congratulate our brother in Islam, and he took a long journey to accept Islam, and he came to Saudi Arabia. All this travel he took just to know about Islam, and finally he embraced Islam. And we hope, inshallah, he will be a da'i and spread Islam in America, inshallah.
Thank you.
Of your family, what's the reaction?
Well, it's kind of a mixed bag, actually. My mother isn't speaking to me right now, but eventually I'm sure that we will make amends. She is a very devout Christian, and she just doesn't, bless her heart, she kind of believes too much of what she hears on TV and radio in the United States that is very negative about Islam, so that she thinks that she has a lost child and that I'm going to be burning in this place down here. But with time, inshallah, I'm sure that I can turn her around. On the other hand, my son, I have a son who's 25, and he is very happy that I'm with Islam, and he is happy as long as I am happy. And in fact, he says, if you are still happy and positive about Islam in a year after joining, maybe I'll consider. So I hope that he does indeed.
To bring praying for him.
Yes, yes, very
I
good.
have a lot of kind of
Very good.
But we hope that the position of the mother in Islam, if your mother knows about it, maybe she will be wondered how we are.
Yes, right now she's wondering where she went wrong, but I'm sure eventually she will see that she did good. She did good. Anything else?
Any other question? Any question?
From since you accept Islam?
When did I accept Islam? In November, actually, November 9th of 2010.
here in Kingdom.
Here, yes.
Islamic Center here.
I was here at Islamic Center, and I went around to some other messages that day.
Islamic Center in Hong
Yeah.
I believe so.
3 years in Islam, huh?
Yes, yes. Islamic Center, our house.
1 year, maybe 6 months.
What about you?
6 months, yes, since November.
You are here?
November 9th.
You are here with your family or you are?
I am here alone. In fact, I am throwing out all the hailing frequencies, the message that I am desperately looking for a wife. So I want to have a wife in Islam. So I plan to make spend in my life here in Saudi Arabia for as long as possible, the foreseeable future. And so I'm going to need to have a life partner while I'm doing that. So that is another one of my priorities, is to find a wife, inshallah.
What about your wife?
And I'm divorced. I had a wife in America, but we divorced in 2006.
Assalamu alaikum. Mubarak, alhamdulillah, to become Muslim.
Thank you.
My question is, what did you feel when you become Muslim?
What did I
feel?
What did I feel?
Yes.
Did you feel a change?
I felt it wasn't anything that knocked me flat or anything like that, but I did feel very different. I felt that now I wasn't living a lie. Before, when I was a Christian, practicing as a Christian, I always felt a nagging kind of feeling that it was not real, because I didn't believe most of the principles behind it, and I didn't agree with a lot of the attitudes of the people that were involved in Christianity. For instance, I've been to a lot of mosques in at least 2 countries so far, and I've never once been told that maybe you don't need to come here anymore. But in Christian churches I have, many times I've been told, we don't think you should come to our church anymore. It's an all-white church. They want to keep it all white. So I haven't felt anything like that. At every mosque that I've gone to here in Saudi Arabia or in Turkey, I've been welcomed with open arms, and I'm really appreciative of that. It just hasn't always been the case in Christendom in the United States. That's one of the major differences.